Well,
but he's supposed to be, and it's...
Why do you two end up together?
It's funny.
I mean,
I love that guy.
I've read the play that it's based on, Pygmalion. Didn't like that either, because the guy's a horrible human being. But it makes sense, because at the end, they don't end up with each other. He just ends up, I'm a horrible human being. Ha 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 ha. And she's like, thanks for teaching me how to talk. Tee hee 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 hee. And that's pretty much everything. And then you watch the movie, and it's just like that, only they end up together.
But he's kind of a horrible kind of person, but I don't know. I was drawn to him.
That's because he can talk to animals.
The thing is, it was one of those movies where I wasn't really invested in the characters all that much, but I just enjoyed the writing so much of wordplay and stuff, and that's what really drew me to it. I was like, oh, neat, they're talking about language, and there's just some really fun, clever play on words and stuff, and so that's what I enjoyed about it.
You know, another thing that freaks me out, Audrey Hepburn. She freaks me out. She is so ridiculously skinny. And people treat her like she's so beautiful, or at least when they talk about her in film history. Oh, Audrey Hepburn, she was so thin and beautiful. I'm like, she's emaciated. This is creepy.
Okay, number 16, Renaissance Man.
Renaissance Man is a great movie.
I love that movie.
That's a fun movie. I'm not sure I would put it on a top 25, but like you said, this isn't a list of good movies.
No, it's a list of movies that I would be most likely to put in the DVD player right now.
Okay, see, I mean, when I say it's a great movie, I don't really mean it's a great movie. It's a really fun movie.
It's very fun, and I'm always in the mood for it.
It's predictable. It's that kind of comedy. Like, you've seen this before.
It's just a fun, enjoyable movie if you just want to relax, kick back, and watch something.
It's how I learned the story of Hamlet. I'd never read Hamlet before I saw that movie.
If you want to watch a movie about a guy who goes in to teach people how to be better human beings, Renaissance Man's where it's at.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to watch something where some ridiculously upbeat teacher is going to go into an inner city and teach kids how to dance or how to play baseball, who cares? Because Renaissance Man is so much more interesting. A reluctant man.
That's right.
And he doesn't teach military.
He doesn't
people.
want to be there, and neither do the kids that are there. And he actually has something to really give them that, like you said, make them better people.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Maybe it's not as great as some of the true stories where the person wants to teach people and ends up doing it.
Oh, sure.
So maybe it's not as noble, but it's definitely a better movie.
Well, what's great though is that it's character arc.
Yeah.
And so, they learn something. They learn that just because everyone tells them they're dumb doesn't mean that they have to be dumb. Mm-hmm. And he learns that he has something else to bring to the world besides just advertisements.
Yeah, and he starts out being a horrible person. The kind of person you don't want to be with. And then at the end he turns around and he ends up being a nicer guy.
And who doesn't like Danny DeVito?
Who doesn't like Gregory Hines?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love Gregory Hines.
God, this stuff's great.
Not that this is on my list, but have you seen Tap?
No.
Gotta see it.
Mr. Bojangles, that whole thing?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's awesome. Okay, number 15. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Last Crusade is the last one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know that. Well, not the last. That's actually not the last one now because of Crystal Skull. But that's my favorite of the three, and that's I think some now. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's some people's least favorite of
some people. I don't know. I think some people.
Temple of Doom is the one that's famous as being the worst.
Okay.
It's famous for being strange. I think the general audience just never got into Temple of Doom.
I've heard Indiana Jones fans before, I think, not that I know a lot of them, but say things like, the last Crusade is a little too silly.
I thought they said it was too silly, too campy, but I always liked it.
It's one of my favorite Sean Connery movies, really. Mm-hmm. I think he's great in it.
I really can't comment on this because all the Indiana Jones movies converge in my mind into one movie.
Yeah,
so,
fair enough.
Yeah,
it's so strange. Every one of those movies is the same thing in my mind.
Well, and they're all good, but the fourth one wasn't. They should not.
Haven't seen the fourth one.
Well, I don't think that'll mix together with the other three in anybody's minds because it's so different.
No. The CGI gophers, if nothing else.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What? No, never mind. Go ahead.
Number 14.
We've heard enough.
Constantine.
Constantine's great.
It had to make the list.
Yeah.
I love that movie to death.
Who doesn't like watching Constantine, a.k.a. Keanu Reeves-tantine, kick something onto a camera, just a bug or something, because he does that.
Oh yeah, that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Constantine's one of those weird movies that isn't very true to its source material, but is actually quite good. To me, and I guess to us.
Wasn't bad.
I mean, I'm not a Hellblazer fan, but I know Hellblazer fans who say it's nothing like Hellblazer, but I still like it. Eric says that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good story, and you have to watch it multiple times to figure out what in the world is even going on.
I suppose that's why it's called Constantine and not Hellblazer.
In fact, do you know that in the Hellblazer comics, his name is not Constantine, it's Constantine.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what many Kojib said.
Yeah, Eric and Kojib and some other people, every time I say Constantine, they'll be like, no, it's Constantine! And I'm like, but I'm talking about the movie, not because I don't know the comics. Yeah. So when I'm talking about the movie, I'm going to call it Constantine because that's what it is in the movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so it's very different, but I think it's got one of the neatest and kind of surreal versions of hell I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love the portrayal of the devil and
yeah, that was all cool.
Gabriel, and she's a neat actress. I forget what her name is, but
yeah.
Creepy but Creeperton, I think, is her name. I'm just saying. Like Tilda Swanson or something, I don't know.
I know you're not a big Keanu Reeves fan, but he's decent in that.
I don't hate Keanu Reeves. I hate the idea of Keanu Reeves as Spike in that TV show I really like, Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, right?
But Keanu Reeves, on the whole, he can do certain things if he's cast properly.
Yeah.
And I think Constantine, he was decent at.
Even though, once again, I mean, it's a different John Constantine from the comics.
Yeah. I haven't read the comics, so I don't know. But
yeah.
I liked him in that, but I wasn't necessarily really impressed with him. I was really impressed with the performer who played the devil.
Yeah, he was great.
And Tilda, whatever her last name is.
Creepy Creepinson?
Yeah, that's it. Right.
Okay, number 13, Return of Captain Invincible.
Wait. No. You put a B movie that is a superhero musical, kind of, on your list.
At which number?
Over Ghostbusters?
13.
At 13?
Over what?
Yes.
Over Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, sorry, over
Last Crusade.
Last Crusade? What?
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
Well, just
Why?
a sheer number of times I've seen it in the last couple of years, if nothing else. I just love that movie right now. I don't know. I just can't get enough of it.
I thought it was funny, but I didn't know you liked it.
I love it. Okay. It is hilarious.
You're so strange for that. I'm not trying to make fun. I am trying to make fun. I'm not trying to insult. That's just odd that you would put that at 13.
I mean, you liked it, but...
Yeah, I liked it, but...
It is one of my favorite movies.
I don't see why you would put that over the rest. That's so weird.
What's really bizarre about it is that, my uncle gave me that movie, and... Because he was like, oh, well, you watch superhero movies, you've never heard of this, you have to watch this movie. So he gave it to me. And by the way, this movie is so rare and unknown that it is only available in a 3-pack of a couple of other crappy B-movies, okay? Like, it's the only way you can get it. And, the soundtrack for the songs is not available, okay? And so, I watched this on my own, and was really reluctant to even show it to Sarah. And now it's 13 on her. Okay, whatever.
And I'm like, into the blue! Okay. Number 12, Lady Hawk.
Really?
Yeah. Jay couldn't get past the first 15 minutes of it.
I couldn't get past the music.
Well, it's 80s music.
I know, but look, there's other movies with 80s music that I could watch, but I could not deal with it.
But it was Donner. Richard Donner directed it.
Yeah, that doesn't make it good.
Have you seen? I almost said something that I think most people would boycott.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
I was thinking, directors are overrated for whether or not a movie's good.
Well, I think sometimes they are. I mean, because a director will make a really good movie, but that doesn't mean that everything they do is going to be good. Not every book an author writes is good. Vince, not every video we make is good.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah. No, we've made some videos I don't like.
I think it was Matthew Broderick's first movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to say this because I think it's relevant.
Okay, go ahead.
A bad movie can be made with a good script, but a good movie can never be made with a bad script.
I agree with that, 100%.
So I don't know whether Lady Hawk's good or not. Apparently Sarah likes it. But I intended to see it at one point, and then it fell off my list of things to see for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't even know why it was on there to begin with.
Probably because it was Donner.
Yeah, it could be, probably.
Part of it for me could be nostalgia. I just grew up watching
Well,
it.
the thing is, I'm not even sure if it's a bad movie. I couldn't watch enough of it.
I'll turn off the soundtrack. I don't know if that's an option on my DVD player. Yeah.
Like, just look at the pretty... Look, isn't Donner's cinematography amazing?
It is. Okay, number 11, Die Hard. The first one.
Die Hard's great.
Die
Hard is awesome.
Yes.
I like the new one a lot.
Yes.
Haven't seen
Live Free or Die Hard, I think, is nearly as good as the first one. I really liked it. Yeah, I really liked it.
I debated whether or not to put that on my
It's
list.
a little different, but it's quite good. Yeah. But anyway, no, first Die Hard, I mean, Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
What's not to like? That's great. I'm not always a big Bruce Willis fan even, but I like those.
Yeah. I took a screenwriting course with Kevin Wilmot, and he held up Die Hard as such a good, as an example of a really good movie. And I thought that was interesting. And he said the reason being is that the, what do you call that? Well, pretty much the message behind the movie, I forget the official terminology, that message is so intact about blue collar versus white collar, and how all the good guys in the movie are the blue collar workers, and all the bad guys in the movie are the white collar. And it's interesting to me how easily those themes just fit into all the movie. It doesn't seem forced, and you pick up on it, but you don't necessarily think you're being beat over the head with it. So, it is a good movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I have nothing to say after that. Well done.
Well done, Kevin Wilmot. Woohoo!
Number 10. I'm sure a lot of people will laugh at me about this one.
Huh.
Rocky 4.
Rocky 4. Rocky 4 was the one I didn't like.
Yes, it was.
What? You put Rocky 4 in your top 10?
That is my favorite of the Rocky movies.
Over 2?
Always has been.
You're nuts.
I know.
Okay, so have you seen the Rocky movies?
Nope.
None
of them.
Okay, so the deal with Rocky is I didn't watch this for the longest time because I'm like, oh, sports movies. I'm not watching that, right? And then Sarah finally made me watch the first one, and I watched all of them each day for a week. Well, for 6 days, because there's 6 of them. And I liked the whole series, but 4 was the one I didn't like. That's so weird.
And 4 is the one
It's the one with the creepy Russian guy, right?
Yes, it is! With Drago.
That didn't work for me at all.
Yeah.
But I like the one that everyone hates, so...
Yeah.
I like
How
things
can
about
you
5.
like 5?
I don't know. I didn't hate it.
Rocky is just such a jerk in that one.
You and the whole world hate that movie, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think for me, with Rocky 4, it's nostalgia, it's the awesome 80s soundtrack, and it's really cool montages, and I love Drago.
And I have heard some people that liked the Rocky movies who have been avoiding the most recent one because they figure it can't be good, but do watch it if you haven't, because it's quite a
As opposed,
Rocky Balboa is really quite a good movie.
As opposed to Indiana Jones 4, Rocky 6,
well,
Rocky Balboa is
no
awesome.
Comparison, yeah.
They actually were true to the original continuity. Number 9, Wrath of Khan.
Wrath of Khan!
Star Trek Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen Wrath of Khan?
I've never seen a Star Trek movie other than the new
one. Now, Vince, I know you're not a big Star Trek fan. I mean, I know you're not, but Wrath of Khan, I mean, we're talking nearly science fiction movie canon at this point. I mean, like, that Wrath of Khan is held up very often by the movie community as being a really good movie, even for people who don't like Star Trek. So you don't have to watch that as a Star Trek movie. It's just a really well made. I think you'd really appreciate it.
And it's a revenge plot that works.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I actually love.
One of the things that is amazing about it is the fact that the protagonist and the antagonist never once appear on screen together.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Everything is done between from either ship to a planet or across ship to ship, and they never actually appear on screen together. And their performances together are amazing, and they're never actually on screen together. It's amazing. Anyway,
That's cool.
Number 8.
That'll be the next thing we watch together, Vince.
I don't doubt that I'd like it. I just haven't watched it.
Oh, Vince. We should watch it since you've never seen it, and then and we should do a review together. It'd be so interesting to review Wrath of Khan with someone who's never seen it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's unusual to meet people who don't know Wrath of Khan, or at least a lot of people. I won't say that because I'm sure there's people listening that have never seen Wrath of Khan. But I mean, like, just I've met tons of people who don't like Star Trek who at least have seen Wrath of Khan.
Number 8. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Woohoo!
Wow, over Wrath of Khan?
Yes.
You're crazy.
Well, I hate to keep saying this, but that movie personifies the 80s.